But make sure y'all subscribe to the show. Hit that notification bell. Subscribe. Hit the like button. You know, when you come on in the room, it's a lot to discuss. I mean, it's a lot going on out here in the world, and we definitely want to dive into it. And we're gonna first dive into this subject, one other than our sister in the business, Beyonce, Chloe Bailey has been getting dragged. We dragged her on WileyTheTroll.com. And the reason why we discussed her, nobody was talking about it. It's like as soon as we post it, now people want to do YouTube videos on it. This woman sold very low albums, very low. We actually got more views than she got in album sales, and she's backed by a multi-billion-dollar machine. Beyonce is financing her. And like I said in my article on WileyTheTroll.com, it was the song picks for me. Chloe is an amazing singer. So get songs that she can really go and really get her voice in a storyteller. It's not reflecting of her real life. Talking about staying with a man that cheat on. That's not your real life. You're not staying with a man that cheat on. You ain't doing no sneaky links. We can tell that what you're trying to present to your fans is not what reflects your real life. You're just terrible in acting like a person that is extra sexualized. You're not that. So, and I can guarantee your sex probably boring. You probably just like to do missionary stuff. You probably don't even know how to lick on a man's organs. Okay. So I feel like it just was a little bit too much. Me personally, I think that she went solo too quickly. I think that she should have stayed with Chloe and Halle until about 5, 6 years, 7 years as a group and then branched off because we still don't know you like that. I think they really pushed her to be a solo act too early. Beyonce didn't become a solo act until about 4 to 5 years into Destiny Child. And correct me, any Beehive people, but it wasn't quick. And I think they did it too quick for her. They really did that. And she needed better management, the one that can really market her and manage her and navigate her in the business. I feel like she worked with Chris Brown. I think that was okay on paper, but in reality, it backfired on her because she is supposed to be this girl next door. You're working with a man that apparently beat women. And it's a lot of other male artists that she could have, went with. She could have went with Tyrese. She could have went with Tank. It's other artists that wasn't as problematic as Chris Brown that could have really helped her career. She could have done something with the Lil Baby. She needed a hit, and it wasn't a hit. It was a sorry track. And I know she said, hey, I want to produce my own music and write my own music, but if you ain't writing a hit, then get so-and-so to write you a hit. Because just because you can write a song, you need to get other people to write your music. Somebody said, greetings, Wiley. Can't be in a chat right now. Sending you love. Greetings, my queens and producers. Thank you, Bevo, for that super sticker. So with that being entailed, I just have to just say this. Beyonce should have been more vocal into her career. And yes, Beyonce should have jumped on a record with Chloe. I mean, this is your artist. You want your artist more eyeballs and ears in your audience, and you want to get a return on your investment because you're spending money into this artist and you want money to come back. Why didn't you jump on a record, do a cameo or something, do background vocals or something for Chloe? I just don't understand it. This is your artist, one of your leading artists on your label. So why not do a record with her? Why not get into a video with her? Like, you definitely need to do it so more fans and more media attention can be on Chloe. Now, did Chloe build a fan base? Yes, but it's not big enough to getting people that buy music. It's very challenging for her generation because Chloe is coming to the streaming generation. And my fear is if it's not good singles, you're not going to make it in this business because it's not too many artists unless you're like a Taylor Swift or Adele, because those white artists, get major support from their white fan base. Black artists don't get that. And another thing, it's a challenge because Chloe is a quote unquote R&B type of singer that if Adele were to make the same songs, it would get more radio plays. It's systemic racism. Yes. Like even Tyrese broke this down and said, Tank broke this down and said that if I were to sing a song, Stay With Me, it will only be on pretty much the black stations. But a Sam Smith, instantly it goes to pop, R&B, it just crossed all over. And that's why I believe that Beyonce and with Chloe, it's a hindrance with Chloe is because she is a black artist. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just how that goes. And I know she's trying to sell tickets in Chicago. The tickets ain't selling like that. I'm getting emails. You gonna go to the show? No, I'm not. Unless she come on the show, I go on the show and promote the show. But I'm not going. I just don't necessarily want to spend money to go see it because she got to do a little bit more for me to go out. I'm a fan of Monique. So I'm a big fan of her. So when Monique have her comedy specials in Atlanta or whatever, I paid for the hotel or flight. I went to go see her twice, and each time I paid for a flight, hotel, Uber rides to get to see Monique. That's how much of a fan I am. I would love to be that about Chloe, but I think she need better singles. Like even when Brandy performed in Baltimore for the African Fest, I remember I had a Nissan Sentra with silver trims on it. And I drove all the way from Chicago to Baltimore to see Beyonce perform. And, I'm sorry, Brandy performed. And even when, Brandy came to Chicago to the mini bar, I made sure to rent a car. I think they call it Zip car to go see Brandy. So I've done things that people that I am a fan of. When I'm a fan of you, I would do it. Like Cardi B had an album out and I saw it at Barnes & Noble and I purchased the album, the physical CD copy. I still have her CD in my car right today. So if I'm a fan of yours, I will support. And I think Chloe got to do a better job with her fans. I feel like she should have did a press tour, going to malls. Malls do still exist. The Mall of America. It's a mall out here, a couple of malls out here in Dallas. She should have did massive push in radio. She should have went to schools, did a massive tour in schools and colleges and universities, because you are considered a young artist. So all that just sitting, just because you're associated with Beyonce, just because you dropped a couple of those singles, you still got to work hard because you are a brand new artist where a lot of people don't know of you. And I feel like you should have really went on to it. If I had a single out and we're working on a gospel single right now, inspirational single, the first thing I'm going to do is Google all inspirational podcasts, all inspirational radio shows, especially online. And I'm also a YouTuber. So the first major stop, if I don't get mainstream, quote unquote mainstream, I'm going on anybody podcast, anybody radio show, anybody YouTube, and I'm just going to be press. And then also I'm going to attend churches. If I were to take it serious, to go into churches, network with the pastor, say, hey, if they have a program, can I go and perform for free? Perform your single. That's how you build up momentum. And I feel like, Chloe did not do that. And I feel like she just thought just because I got the Beyonce cosign that I'm automatically get people to rush to buy my music. No, boo. It don't work like that. You really got to work from square one. Just like when Lil Baby first came out and he was signed with the label that he was signed with. And they told him, hey, go and perform here. But he didn't want to do it because there was only like 10 people in the crowd. They said, you have to do it because it's going to pay off. Fast forward, the man blew up. He became the biggest rapper ever. But he had to start off on it. He didn't always have millions of fans. He didn't always have number one hits. He would have in a crowd only 10 people or 20 people. Nobody would know his lyrics. He just pretty much performing on stage. But it all worked out. And that is something that Chloe have to do. She's an amazing actress. I just feel like she needs to learn how to act in this business and promote her music, because you can work so hard with your music and you can bring forth one of the best projects music ever. Like, it's fire. But if you don't promote the music, the fire, the masterpiece, it's trash because nobody's heard it. So if you're in the business of selling music, you must promote your music and do a 50-city tour, going on all the radio show networks. And it's easy. You can do it in your house. Get your phone, get on Skype, go to tours. Like, it's multiple YouTube channels like myself. You should be on the Wiley Show. You should sit with me and we should have an interview and dialogue, and that will bring more attention to your career. Yes, it was an idea. You wanted to go on there with Lotto, but you also need to go where the viewers are. And they're on YouTube, they're on TikTok, they're on Facebook, they're on these multiple platforms that you need to eulogize, because you want to eulogize people that buying records to buy your single. And that's what you need to do. I think that you need to do it. And I feel like she didn't do enough. She didn't not go on YouTube channels. To see people say, well, she went on radio. She didn't go on the YouTube channels. Where was her press tour with YouTubers? YouTubers got people that donate cash apps. Let me break this down. Okay, I got to stand up for my YouTube content creators. Even those that sit in the bushes and don't give me press or whatever, skip all that. F all that. Throw that out the window. YouTubers like myself have viewers. They buy your t-shirts, they send you cash apps, they send you PayPals. So that tells me that these are people with some money. Okay? And they view me for hours upon hours. So if I were to say interview Chloe and put it out there, y'all go buy her single, people will buy it off of my word. I have other acts that was on my show that they have faked me because people will start buying their music off my show. And my show only got about 30,000 plus subscribers. So if you were to go on a show with 400,000, 500,000, they go live and they say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's go buy this person's single. That's bringing you more streams and more this and that. I feel like that is what should happen because we are with the culture. We're in the streets. We got boots on the ground. And so if you sit with me, you get so much attention. And this is why I have to understand my power now that I'm no longer an unknown show. I'm very known in so many circles that I just can't bring any and everybody on my platform. Can't do that anymore. I'm no longer at a place where I only got 50 followers. I have 30,000. So it's the requirements now that you really got to be something to show up to my show. I had a person that sent me their music, a good friend of mine, sent me the music, and the music is trash. And I said, I'm sorry, the music is garbage, and it's not good enough for my show. Go back to a vocal coach, go back to a better writer, get you a better mix and master and a better producer. And then if you do that, let's revisit this conversation, but it is trash. He said, oh, bro, that hurt my feelings, but I'm going to work on it. I said, yeah. I said, the old Wiley would have lied to you, would have told you it was great and anything like that. But the new Wiley, I have people that will trash you. And I said, let me tell you this right now, because if we bring your music up here and it sounded garbage, they're going to drag you. That's the type of audience I have. They're going to be real. They are loyal. But they're going to drag you. So let me tell you right now what I think of the single, because all of the people that's in the chat, they're going to say the same thing. You are attractive, but that don't mean none of you can't rap or sing. So come on with the business. You got a nice body, but once you open up your mouth and do that music, they're going to trash you for filth. All right. So we'll see about that. But back to Chloe. I feel like Chloe is an amazing actress, like I put in the title on WileyTheTroll.com, and I know people got mad at me when I put that out there, and they said, why in the world are you putting it out there about Chloe? You a hater. Because anytime I post on my website, I get hate mail. I've been getting it a lot. And on the website, you got different categories. So under the show category, I said this: praise this review. Chloe can't sell records, but she can act. Didn't lie, didn't trash her. It was just a fact. And so when I put it out there, some Chloe fans, about 2 of them, they were upset with Wiley, dragging me on Twitter, all this type of stuff, leaving me nasty emails, leaving me nasty phone calls, all because I said, praise this review. Chloe can't sell records, but she can act. So I'm just doing my job. My brand is trolling. That is my brand. I've built my brand off of trolling. I'm just going to coin that thing, okay? And they're going to stop calling me saying I'm a troll because I'm making it part of my brand. So people going to stop calling me that. But it's okay. So that's part of my brand. On the website, it is trolling. Our job is to troll you. That is our sole job. And I feel as though that if Chloe were to come over to the Wiley Show and do a performance, I think she would get more sales and a boost in her album sales. But these girls, they feel like, oh, mainstream YouTube ain't the way to go, but YouTube is the future. Television, if you go and look at the breakdown of daytime television shows, they're losing viewership by the quarter. They're losing viewership. That's why Oprah, many, many years ago, when Oprah announced, was it 2011? When she announced that she's leaving daytime television, she did not want to leave it. She just telling y'all that the reason why she left daytime television is because she was losing her top spot as the most viewed daytime show. She was slipping in the ratings, and Judge Judy was beating her in the ratings. So that's why Oprah said, let me leave daytime television while I'm still considered on top, because if I stay another 5 to 6 years, I may even get canceled. So what did she do? She announced she started a network, and then nobody viewed the network because it was trash. And then she had to get black shows, which she did not want to do in the first beginning. She wanted white people on her network, but white folks weren't supporting it. And they went on there and she started getting black shows. But to Chloe, I'm gonna send another email because I'm not deterred when people say this will never happen. That fuels me. All right. You all see me trolling on camera, but I'm a whole nother type of troll behind the scenes. I'm actually worse behind the scenes, but I be trolling for interviews. Let me say that again. You all see me trolling on YouTube. But if you just read my emails, correspondence of politicians, of management, you will be shocked. And I have someone to edit all my emails, so there's no typos and anything. I edit it and I respond and I go about my business. I do it. And so this is what I do. I get on the phone when I'm bored. I call a politician, tell them about this pothole or this light not working, telling them about my rent too high. What are y'all doing about rent control? Then I'll wait a couple of more days and call again. So I do a lot of these things behind the scenes. I'm not like y'all that sit in y'all apartment and complain because it's infested with roaches. I actually complain to city hall that regulate landlords and also state representatives. So y'all complain to each other. I actually complain to people in power. So you know what I'm saying? And I'm very professional, but this is what I do. So, but when it comes to Chloe, I reach out to the people, send them an email. They'll never respond, but I'm always going to see the articles. Because I know from me talking about these YouTuber people, I know y'all watching, y'all got to hear what Wiley had to say. Because first and foremost, I'm different. I look different. I talk different. So I know for a fact that you're viewing it. Somebody on that team seeing what I post because it ain't too many people talking about Chloe Bailey. I Google it. Okay. So this is why she needs to be on this platform, and we will continue to advocate, and we will continue to allow the people in the chat to say, Wiley is onto something. He should interview Chloe Bailey. I think it would be good for the culture. I said the same thing for T.S. Madison, but she was so stuck in her ways talking to her brand attorney and talking about threatening somebody with a lawsuit and sending Oliver Twist after me and all this type of crazy, weird crap. And then nobody viewed her movie. It's just that simple. Nobody viewed it. Nobody talked about it but Wiley. Okay? Anyway, these people like Oliver, he talked about me lying, but he lied to Maddie talking about she can act. That's a lie. So sit down, clown. If you ain't going to tell her the truth, you know the woman can't act. Oh, Maddie, you did good. That's a lie. If you say somebody did good and you gossip about them and say they lied, they was trash, you are a liar too. So sit on down, you clown. But back to Chloe, all right? I just had to put that in there for free. If Chloe were to do a better job doing it, I said the same thing with Erica Banks. And I talked to her team, and I said this, bro, let me tell you something. Erica Banks ain't selling like that. She will sell more if she go on YouTube with shows. I said when she first started to get her name out, she was on the YouTube blogs. Now that she got a name and a following, she rarely want to go back to these YouTube. That ain't the way to go, bruh. That's the future. We are the culture. The Breakfast Club, all of these major outlets, they watch the Wiley Show to get ideas and go and run with it on their television networks. So they watch us. And if you want her to be successful, then she must come on the Wiley Show. And I can guarantee you she will get another boost in her career because no other host, not even including those that have interviewed her in quote unquote mainstream media, have asked her these questions to get a reaction to garner her more fans and more attention. So if I was you, sir, I would tell Erica Banks to come on the Wiley Show. That is the best move she could ever make in her career, and that will help her be on the level of Megan Thee Stallion. All right? Okay? All right? So, yeah. And then also they were saying about Chloe, she going on tour. Her tour ain't selling. I'm seeing all these ads. Get the tickets before they sell out. That ad been up there for a good 2.5 weeks. Folks ain't rushing to that concert. They're going to wait till them prices drop, and then maybe they'll buy. And then the special guest on the concert, I don't even know who the special guest of it. It's just like, you know what? I'm going to mind my business that pays me, and that's why I'm minding hers right now. But Chloe need a Matthew Knowles. And the reason why we have Matthew Knowles' picture in here, Chloe need a manager that's really going to be ruthless in this business. She need a Matthew Knowles. Matthew Knowles set Beyoncé up for success. He taught Beyonce how to speak her interviews, very strategic of her not to do interviews because he know, honey girl, boo-boo girl, you don't know how to talk like that. So we're not going to put you in so many interviews. So she stopped doing interviews years ago. Unless you Barbara Walters, may she rest in peace, or Oprah, you ain't getting no Oprah, no Beyonce interview. Beyonce didn't even go to Kevin and Mikhail show, and Mikhail gave thousands of dollars to Beyonce going to the show and getting wet and soaked, going to all her shows, and she never came on the Scorpion show. And so I don't even know if they even did a follow-up, and I can guarantee you they made excuses, but he came to every concert. But I'm saying this for Chloe, she need a Matthew Knowles, and not Matthew Knowles itself, but that energy of let me just eat and breathe Chloe Bailey and how to make Chloe Bailey different and to make her out of this group. Because I see that Chloe is following a trend with the scissors, and she needs to be different because she got a very iconic voice. She can out-sing SZA, in my humble opinion. But I just feel like she just needs to follow these steps and to do a YouTube show. So what we're going to do in the morning, we're going to write her another email to Parkwood and all this stuff you can Google. But I'm going to send some more emails and everything like that. And I got multiple people that's watching me all day long. So we putting it out there. And I got some good supporters. I want y'all to put them out there too, to join and to email these people and tell them, hey, to come on the Wiley Show. Let's come on the Wiley Show. It's very, very important to come on the Wiley Show. It's one of the hottest shows out here in the internet. And yes, Peaches, I agree. She do need to hire the Wiley Show. I would be good in helping her when it comes about that. But I feel like, they ain't using no sense. And this is why I use my platform to put it out there. This is what we do. We put things out there in the atmosphere, in the universe for God himself to hear it, because we want these people to hear this. And I tell people I'm a very highly entertained blogger, I'm going to not say blogger, media personality. I'm into blogging too, right? But media personality. And so I know my gift, and I'm not dumb to the fact that I'm talented. And so I'm not, trying to be toot my own on the back, but facts are facts. I'm very entertaining. Most people that view my show, whether you subscribe or not subscribe, they can never say I'm not entertaining. They can criticize, oh, he's too loud, I ain't with the preaching, but they never say you're not entertaining. They can say you're trolling, but I've never really seen comments that's in the majority that said you're not entertaining. That rarely comes across my desk, and I take that as honor. My biggest critics, they never even said he's not entertaining. So I read your comments. You may not like me yelling. You may not like me preaching, but you did not say he's not entertaining. And what I get from people that leave comments, I do it more is because you do comment. Because when I'm not doing it, you ain't leaving no damn comment. So even with your criticism, you still a fan of the show because you left a comment. I've been on YouTube for a very long time. Chloe, I want you to hear this. You've been on YouTube a very long time singing with your sister in front of that backdrop. And one thing I know on YouTube is that you can judge a person on how much commentary they watch by their comments. Because when I went in the comments, I'm looking at the meat and the potatoes of what you're commenting on. And I said, oh, you are really watching this show. And I do stuff on purpose just for you to watch. Just like the thing with Oliver. I knew exactly what I was doing, and y'all fall for it every time. And we'll continue to fall for it. You, the viewer. Oh, Wiley, you shouldn't lie. Wiley, you're Tasha K. And Wiley, blah, blah, blah. And blah, 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 blah. In my mind, oh, shit, I'm going to do it again. Because you're watching. You ain't seen nothing yet. It's because you're interested. You're watching. And they're responding. And to the Olivers, he's just a test dummy, and so the rest of the people. Because when you sing their praises, they don't come and do the show. We send them all some emails, don't come and respond. Soon as they hear some drama, here they come. Wiley, why did you do that? I just don't understand. Why did you say that about me? I always been nice to you, and everybody treats you badly. That's a lie. Everybody don't treat me badly, so you lie. Sit down, liar. The liar can't call out another liar. So just falling for all the praises, all that, no email, no response. Soon as you see some controversy, here you go. I always treat everybody don't treat me bigly. That's a whole lot right there. I have people that really love Wiley. But just because them dusty queens you with, maybe they don't like me, but they'll sleep with me on the side. But that don't include everybody. Okay? All right? You ain't nothing but a test dummy. You fall for the trap. And first of all, you need to go reevaluate that degree that you got from Morehouse College, because